Hey, I hope you're doing good. It's Chris here from 6-String Fingerpicking, and in this lesson we're going to learn how to play Angeles by Elliott Smith. Okay, so this song is number 46 on my top 60 fingerpicking songs to learn of all time list. That list is in the description. If you haven't seen it, be sure to check it out because it's my top 60 fingerpicking songs from beginner to advanced, and we're learning one song each and every week. So check it out. If you do like the songs, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of these great lessons. Let's get cracking with Angeles. Okay, so as always, if you want to get the guitar tab for this, that is available on the website 6stringfingerpicking.com. Make sure you go there and check out the full lesson. It's going to make it much easier for you to learn it. So this is quite a tricky one. I think the hardest thing about it is really the speed, getting it up to speed. It's at 120 beats per minute and it's certainly on the move. But see how you go. There's nothing wrong with slowing it down. Set the metronome low, and then gradually build it up. But we're in standard tuning. We have a capo on the 5th fret. Let's get cracking. So first off, let's go over the chords. For the first chord, it's like an E minor 9, or you could call it like an E minor 7 add 9. But this is the shape that I hold down. So I've got my first finger on the 2nd fret of the high E, and then I've got my second finger on the 3rd fret of the B. I put my pinky on the 4th fret of the G, and then my 3rd finger on top of that, or underneath that I should say, so the 4th fret. So I've got 4, 4, 3, 2. You don't even really need this finger on that because you're not going to play that. So you just need that, really, okay? So that's your first shape. I do that just for comfort, basically. So that's the E minor add 9. Then it's going to go to an A chord. Hopefully we're all familiar with an A chord. And then we've got this really nice chord. It's just like a B minor with an open G string in it. So I'm holding down the 2nd fret on the A, the 4th fret on the D, and then the 3rd fret on the B string. And I've got the capo on the 5th fret. I'm referring to these as if there was no capo on. If you've seen my previous videos where I've taught songs with capos on, you'll know that I do that just because it's easier for most people. So I'm calling this a B minor, even though it's actually an E minor chord. Okay, so that's that one. So from the A string, 2, 4, open G, and then 3 on the B. So far you've got. Then for the next chord, just take your first finger off. Okay, keep the others the same. Then it's just a G. That walks down, 2nd fret, and then you go back. Okay, so that's the first part for the first 4 bars, and then that kind of all goes round. So just go over the chord changes, get used to them, and then let's start working on the right hand. So if I slow it down, you do all of that again, more or less the same. Then it goes into some more chords, which we'll of course do in a bit. So there's a lot to go over here, so I'm going to have to rattle this off at a reasonable speed. Watch it as many times as you need to. So holding down this first E minor, you're going to play the E string with a thumb. The thumb's always on this chord going E, D, E, D. So you play the E, and then the D and the high E string together, and then the E, and then the B, and then the D. So listen to the rhythm. 1 and 2 E and. Okay, and then we got this kind of fast roll. So what am I doing now? I'm playing the 2 E strings together, then the B, then the D, and then the high E. So that's back to the E string, then the B, then the D, and then this time open high E. So from the fast part. Okay, so really slowly all together. 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and a bit quicker. Let the speed come when it wants to come. I strongly recommend on working on getting every note to sound as good as possible as opposed to playing it fast and a little bit sloppy. So that's the pattern. And then move on to the A chord and play the A, and then D in the high E, and then A, B, D. And then it's exactly the same, but it's just the bass notes moved to the A string. So instead of doing this, E to D, it's going A to D. So you've gone, and then the A and E, B, D, high E, A, B, and then this time you want to take your little finger and put that on the 4th fret of the D, followed by an open B. So that's like, but it's super fast, like, so can you hear that? It's a bit slower. Okay, and that leads you on to your next, your B minor chord. So far. Sorry, I messed it up. Okay, so I know that's hard. Watch it as many times as you need to. Then we're on the B minor chord. Okay, and then we play A and then D with the B, and then A, G, D, B. An easier pattern: A, D and B, and then A, G, D, B. 1 and 2 E and A. Then exactly the same. Just take your first finger off. So that's not too bad. And then we have our G chord, and I'm playing the G with my 3rd finger on the B string, and then 2nd finger there. And I play E, then D and B, 1 and then E, G, D, B twice. So you've gone. Then on the 3rd one, do it exactly the same with the right hand, but drop down to the 2nd fret on the E string. Okay, so you've gone. Okay, so that's the first 4 bars. Let's go back to the beginning now and try playing along with me at a much slower tempo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then gradually build up the speed, and you'll get it. Let's keep moving on. So the next 4 bars is more or less the same. All you do on that first bar, the E minor 9, play the E string, and then lift your first finger off the high E string, play the D with the B, D with the high E, sorry, just like before, but hammer the first finger. That's the only difference. So instead of, you get, and then A is the same, and then the B's are the same, and then the G is more or less the same. The only bit that's different is the very ending. So from the G, beats 2, 1, 2 and 3 are the same, so this is the same, and on the very last one play E, high E, D and then B, so you get. Okay, so that's kind of the first half of the intro. Let's keep going and start looking at the second half. I think that the second half is a little bit easier, Well, it definitely is a bit easier, but it's still got some challenges. Anyway, let's first look at the chords. You've got an F sharp. For anyone that doesn't know bar, the 2nd fret, and then 3rd finger on the 4th of the A, pinky on the 4th of the D, 2nd finger on the 3rd of the G. That's your F sharp. Then it's going to go to an A, then a G, and then a D. And then we get this E, G, and it quickly goes to like an A7, but we'll get there. Back to G, and then you got the. Okay, but they're the chords: F sharp, A, G, D, E, G. Kind of an A7, G. And it's like a B minor, A, G, A7, G. So from the F sharp you get. Okay, so holding down the F sharp, play the E string, then the D and the high E together, and then E, B, D. So you get, and then on the A, play the A with the high E, and then D, B, A, E, D, B. So that's, so you've gone. Okay, then to the G, and play exactly the same with the right hand as you did on the F sharp. So you've gone. And then you got D, and I play the D with the high E, G, B, D, E, G, B. And the last one, sometimes I play an open, just kind of on the way to the E chord. Just because of the speed of it. So you've gone. Okay, then we're on to the E, and he starts strumming here. Okay, so that's the next section. So you've got E, play the bass note, pick, and then with your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd finger, or 1st finger, doesn't really matter, a little strum. So bass, down, up, down, up. And then the bass again, down, up. So you get bass, down, up, bass, down, up. And then the 2nd, you want to grab that either with your 2nd finger like this, or your thumb on the E string. Play that, and then one more down, up. So you've gone. Okay, moving on, we have to keep moving on. G, same rhythm though. So you could really just hold that one down. You can put your 3rd there, 3rd there, it doesn't really matter too much. Play bass, drum, up, bass, down, up. And then play the A string, and then take your 1st finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the B string. And you kind of get this kind of dissonant sounding, kind of like an A7 chord. Just holding that one down, a light strum, just down, up, so. Which is really quite nice. Then back to the G, bass, down, up, up. So from the beginning of the E. And then we got the. Okay, so slide, D string, 2nd fret, up to the 4th fret, and then a really light down, up. You don't have to do this, but if you listen to the record, you can hear him go. A really light little strum in there. So you slide up, a really light down, up strum. Don't have to be super accurate, but I'm kind of hitting the G and the B. And then back to the 2 on the D, and then play the open A. And then we've got B minor, bass, down, up, and then same on the A, bass, down, up. So you've gone. And then we got G. So that's exactly the same as before. exactly the same as before, but just hang on the G on the second bar, don't go to the A7. So pick, down, up, pick, down, up. First time do the A7, back to the G, pick, down, up, pick, down, up, pick, down, up. And you've made it just through the intro. So, I mean, that's so much, and I had to go through it reasonably quickly because I don't want the video to be like an hour long. So that is the whole of the intro. I know it's hard, but really hope that you've enjoyed that. If you want to get the full lesson, all the other parts, then all you got to do is follow the link in the description to the website 6stringfingerpicking.com, and you can get the whole lot with tab, if you're not there already, completely for free. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. I really hope that you've enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and head over to 6stringfingerpicking.com for the remainder of this lesson and loads more fingerstyle guitar lessons. And I'll see you over there. Thanks a lot. See you next time.